We chose this topic because we are passionate about feminism and how it relates to women being objectified in today's media, and how it affects young children. Many of us have younger siblings that we were worried about being objectified and having to feel like they need to fulfill these roles and stereotypes of women. Our main goal is aiming at trying to get as much as the public aware to this issue, and that how great of an impact media has on women and girls in today's society. We want to encourage a change to the status quo and the definition of beauty. In the book Women Voices, Feminine Visions, it says, such standards of beauties can humiliate fat or non-white women, as well as the poor, aged, and disabled. These norms help enforce racism, classism, ableism, and ageism, and oppression, as well as sexism in general. We are hoping to bring awareness to this and change this status quo.
Over the past 10 years, we have seen a huge change in children's toys. For example, the Peekaboo Pole Dancing Kit, which encourages kids to unleash the sex kitten inside. Soon you'll be flaunting it to the world and earning a fortune.
This change in toys isn't only limited to the sexualization of these toys, but also to the change in their size. My Little Pony originally was a round, cute pony, and has now slowly been changing into the skinny, sexualized version of My Little Pony that the children know today.
The Barbie doll is one of the most common toys played with by girls today, and it provides an impossible body shape and size, leaving girls trying to reach the impossible.
With girls trying to reach this impossible body size, we have seen an increase in eating disorders. Up to 24 million people of all ages and genders suffer from an eating disorder in the U.S. 95% of those who have an eating disorder are between the ages of 12 and 26. 51% of 9 and 10-year-olds feel better about themselves if they are on a diet. 11% of high school students are diagnosed with an eating disorder. Over half of teenage girls use unhealthy weight control behaviors, which shows society's emphasis on body image.
We went around asking young girls who their favorite Disney princess is and why.
It's Belle.
Why?
Because she's so, pretty and she likes to lead. Brave.
Brave? Why?
Because I like her because she is awesome and she fights and stuff. Cinderella.
Okay, and why do you like her?
Well, she's pretty and she has golden hair.
My favorite is, I'd have to say, Snow White.
Why?
Because she's just so pretty and she helps all the little animals, and I like that about her.
Representations of women in Disney films are based on Walt Disney's personal beliefs of a woman's role. They represent the role a woman should have played in the 1940s society.
We then asked these girls what job or profession they felt that they were supposed to go into when they were older.
Probably a banker. Veterinarian. Or a doctor.
I'd say mom.
I will probably work stuff and help my family.
And the last thing we asked them was what beautiful means to them.
Pretty and nice and awesome. Wearing pretty clothes that are new.
I think what makes a girl beautiful is their personality, and that's what shows the most. It's not just about the looks or about all that. It's about who they really are and not what their appearance is.
We then went and asked teenagers and women how they felt women were represented in media.
Perfect woman, perfect hair, perfect makeup, have to have the nicest clothes, living the life.
I feel like as a whole women are, once again, over-sexualized. They're mostly praised for their looks, and in TV shows and movies, they're more seen as love interests than actual main characters.
I feel like they're definitely viewed as an object. They can either, there's
like viewed differently. So it's viewed as like just an object for men, or they are used as like this empowerment figure that are like almost better than men in some instances. I think they're way over sexualized, like with the Carl's Jr. commercials, how there's like the top babe with a burger, you know? It's not right. I like that people are starting to be more respectful to women in the media, but there are still a lot of people who aren't.
In a survey of 9 and 10-year-olds, 40% have tried to lose weight. One study reports that at age 13, 53% of American girls are unhappy with their bodies. This number jumps to 78% by the time they are 17. According to a study done by Media Smarts, girls who watched TV commercials featuring underweight models lost self-confidence and became more dissatisfied with their own bodies.
One of the main offenders of these kinds of advertising would be Carl's Jr., as they have bikini-ready girls pounding down a ginormous hamburger.
Next, we asked them what effect that the media and advertising has on children.
The effect I think it has on children is they have to think, like, wow, she's beautiful, she's super skinny, really tall, gorgeous, I want to be just like her.
So like, you have the girls who struggle with anorexia or self-esteem issues in general that girls struggle with when they're in that teenage years. I think they make it seem like you have to be that, like that's the norm and that's what they want to be. On children, especially little girls, they probably want to be like that when they're older. They see women as these curvy, beautiful women, and that's what men like, and so they grow up wanting to be that way.
Because media plays such an important part of our day-to-day lives, we thought of Jennifer Lawrence and how she is one of the few that have stood up and addressed the problem of anorexia and eating disorders in Hollywood. If you'll take a minute to read this quote, you will understand why we love her so much.
We wanted to find out how media and advertising had affected them or children in their lives.
Every girl thinks at one point, like, wish I was as pretty as her, wish I could be like that, and that's because of the media.
It has affected them by making them want to be like other people rather than being their own person. They try to like act older when they're actually younger by like wearing clothes that older people would wear, wearing lots of makeup.
I definitely saw myself as more of a homemaker than a businesswoman. I saw that distinction between what women did in business and what men did. My sister, though, she was really affected by the way they portray women as you're only beautiful if you're thin, and you're only beautiful if you show off your skin, and so I could see that in my own family, not necessarily with me, but with my sisters.
We have seen a good change in media as women are shown as real people instead of supermodels who are size 0 with flawless skin. There's also been a change in showing women who are able to do sports, and that being not just the perfect size is beautiful also.